small. Court's on the record, Commerce City Municipal Court for September 16th of 2021 for the afternoon session. For the people that are on Zoom, please leave your devices on mute. I will ask you to unmute when I'm ready to call your case. For the people in the courtroom, I'll just go ahead since there's only two of you. I'll just administer them. Vyang Samon, Luang Phi Hak, if you would come to station 1, please, right here. Good afternoon. I have a document that indicates that if you plead guilty to the added reduced charge of speeding 64 in a 45-mile-per-hour zone, this is a 4-point ticket. The city attorney will dismiss the original speeding charge and the safety belt charge from August 4th of 2021 at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon in the area of 88th and Highway 2 here in Commerce City. Is this how you wish to resolve your case today, by pleading guilty to this reduced charge?
Yes.
Did you watch the advisement of rights video? Yes. Do you understand that if I accept your guilty plea to this reduced charge, you're renouncing all of those trial and appeal-related rights that you were advised of in that video? Has anyone forced you or coerced you to get you to plead guilty to this reduced charge against your will? Has anyone made any promise to you to get you to enter this guilty plea? Are you currently under the influence of any drugs, alcohol, or medications that affect your ability to understand what you're doing in court today? Then to the added reduced charge of speeding 64 in a 45-mile-per-hour zone, a 4-point violation on August 4th of 2021 here in Commerce City. How do you plead, guilty or not guilty? I'll accept your guilty plea. Is there anything you want me to take into consideration before I impose the sentence against you? All right, there's nothing in aggravation on your driving record. Your schedule fine's $120. I can reduce your fine to $80 plus surcharges and court costs. When you go to the windows in the lobby to see my clerk, they will tell you what the total is, and if you need them to, they'll work out a payment plan for you. Do you have any questions? All right, go ahead and go out the double doors and then to the left, and that'll get you to my clerk's windows. Thank you. Okay, Braden Van Teen Bouchard, if you would come to station 2, that's the lectern in the middle. Good afternoon. All right, I have a document that indicates that if you plead guilty to the amended charge of speeding 64 in a 45 zone, a 4-point violation, the city attorney will dismiss the original speeding charge from August 16th of 2021 at about 10:40 in the evening in the area of 99th and Highway 2 here in Commerce City. Is this how you wish to resolve your case today? Okay, did you watch the advisement of rights video? Do you understand that if I accept your guilty plea to this reduced charge, you're renouncing all of those trial and appeal-related rights that you were advised of in that video? Has anyone forced you or coerced you to get you to plead guilty to this reduced charge against your will? Has anyone made any promise to you to get you to enter this guilty plea? Are you currently under the influence of any drugs, alcohol, or medications that affect your ability to understand what you're doing in court today? Then to the added reduced charge of speeding, 64 in a 45 zone, a 4-point violation on August 16th of 2021 here in Commerce City. How do you plead, guilty or not guilty? I'll accept your guilty plea. Is there anything you want me to take into consideration before I impose the sentence against you? All right, your driving record shows a ticket from April of this year in Adams County. Is that entry correct? All right, let me do the math. All right, your schedule fine's $200. I can only lower yours to $160 plus surcharges and court costs. I'm also going to caution you. Let's see, when do you turn 21? March of next year, right? All right. If between now and March of next year you pick up another ticket and it happens to be in Commerce City, in addition to any fine I'm going to impose, I'm going to order that you do a driving class. I'm not going to order it on this one, but it's my routine for people less than 21 on their third ticket, I order a driving class because they're still young enough to learn good, valuable lessons from the class and apply it to their daily driving. For somebody 21 and over, I wait until the fourth ticket within a year. But in your case, if you get one more this year and it happens to be in Commerce City, you can pretty much count on the fact that I'm going to order you to do a driving class, all right? All right, so the fine's $160 plus surcharges and court costs. When you go to the windows, my clerks will tell you the total, and if you need them to, they'll work out a payment plan for you. Do you have any questions? All right, go ahead and go to the windows, see my clerk. All right, Ulysses Oberano, if you would come to station number 3, please. Good afternoon. All right, back when I saw you on August 5th, we set today's date. You were ordered to do 16 hours of useful public service, making better choices, to have no contact with Ms. Zaragoza Dominguez and commit no new law violations in exchange for a dismissal. The city attorney indicates that you need more time to get the class done and finish the community service, so he has no objection to me postponing this case. Is that what you want to do? Yes. Okay, have you got the class scheduled? Schedule the class, right. Did you find out when the next class was you were able to sign up for? All right, we're going to set your case out for a pretrial conference to Thursday, October 28th at 1:15. Everything's going to be due on that date, okay? So when you go to the windows in the lobby, see my clerk. She'll give you a reminder notice of the new court date and time, another community service this form and another referral to the class. Let's make sure you get everything done by that date, okay? Do you have any questions? No. All right, go to the window, see my clerk. All right, Cruz Armidas, if you would unmute your device, please. Cruz Ramirez? He's there. Cruz Ramirez, unmute your device, please. That's it here. Do you know if I'm able to be heard?
Hello?
Oh, yeah. Mr. Ramirez, there you are. You need to stop moving. Mr. Ramirez, if you would find a place to get comfortable so that we can do this. Cruz Ramirez, can you hear me? Mr. Ramirez, are you able to hear me? Mr. Ramirez, Cruz Ramirez? Can you turn on, are you able to hear me? I don't show that I'm on mute or anything. I can't hear you, Mr. Ramirez. Stay still. I can't hear you. Mr. Ramirez, say something. Ms. Torres, are you able to hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Please go ahead and mute your device for now. I'm still trying to take care of Mr. Ramirez, who's here, and I can't get him to respond. But please mute your
Okay.
device.
Okay, thank you.
Cruz Ramirez. You, Cruz.
Hello.
Mr. Ramirez, can you hear me? Cruz Ramirez.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, you need to stay still in one place so that we have a good connection. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm sorry. We're I'm at work, sir. So
Yeah, to be candid with you, that's your problem, not my problem. We're allowing you to appear by Zoom, so you need to make it so that we can get this
over to my real
scheduled.
quick. Yes, sir.
All right. I have a document that says that if you plead guilty to speeding 64 in a 45-mile-per-hour zone, a 4-point ticket, the city attorney will dismiss the original speeding charge from August 12th of 2021 at 4:43 in the afternoon in the area of 98th and Tower Road. Is this how you wish to resolve your case today?
Yes, sir.
Did you watch the advisement of rights video?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that if I accept your guilty plea to this reduced charge, you're renouncing all of those trial and appeal-related rights that you were advised of in the video?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced you or coerced you to get you to plead guilty to this charge against your will?
No, sir.
Has anyone made any promise to you to get you to enter this guilty plea?
No, sir.
Are you currently under the influence of any drugs, alcohol, or medications that affect your ability to understand what you're doing in court today?
No, sir.
Then to the added reduced charge of speeding 64 in a 45-mile-per-hour zone on August 12th of 2021 here in Commerce City, how do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, sir.
I'll accept your guilty plea. Is there anything you want me to take into consideration before I impose the sentence against you?
No, sir.
Okay, I'm having a hard time hearing you. Say it again.
No, sir.
Okay, that time I heard you. All right, your scheduled fine in this case is $160. There's nothing in aggravation on your driving record, so I'm going to reduce your fine to $80 plus surcharges plus court costs. When you leave the meeting, my clerks will reach out to you by email. They will tell you the total, and if you need them to, they'll work out a payment plan for you. Do you have any questions?
No,
All right, you can go ahead and
sir.
leave the meeting. My clerks will send you an email about the fines and court costs, all right?
Yes, sir. Thank you. Sorry
That's fine.
for the inconvenience.
All right, on the record regarding Elias Nunez, if you would unmute your device.
Say hello.
Okay. And is your mother with you or your father?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, there you go. All right, this matter is set for pretrial conference. The city attorney says that he has no objection to resetting this for another pretrial conference to give Elias time to get everything done. Is that how you wish to resolve your case today?
Yeah, we were actually wondering, I'm just having a hard time with the I can't think of what it's called, the community service.
Uh-huh,
The one place that we did find that will accept him needs me to be present with him for the 2 days that they're gonna have him. The
okay,
times that they have him, it's during school and it's during when I work. I'm a single parent. Their dad doesn't help me at all as far as like money financially or anything. So it's critical when I miss work. And two, because I'm like the manager there. So I was wondering if there's a way that we can, if it's possible. If not, then I'll have to figure something out. But if it's possible, if we could just pay a fine instead.
nope. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't negotiate the plea bargain, that's something that was negotiated with the prosecutor.
Uh-huh.
To be candid with you, we don't let people pay money rather than do what the agreement said.
Okay. I'll figure it out then.
All right, so I'm having a hard time finding the paperwork that has the order. Give me a second.
Okay.
I don't see anything that says findings in order. Oh, there it is.
2 days, 4 days.
Yeah, it's only 8 hours of community service, so he's going to do it over 2 days in terms of 4 hours each day? Is that what?
Yeah, that's what they told me. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, okay, we'll set this over for another 30 days, and send you a new reminder date, notice, and new community service form. But yeah, in this case, we're going to require that you do the community service, okay?
Okay. Okay.
All right, when you leave the meeting, my clerks will send you an email with the new court date and time, as well as the new community service form, all right?
Okay.
All right, go ahead, you can leave the meeting.
I still have a Mark. Would you?
Sir, oh, yeah, all right, so don't leave the meeting.
Yeah.
All right, so this is Elias. Okay, let me, can't move my finger. Here we go.
Come sit down.
Okay, on the record regarding Mark, is Mark there as well? Mark
Yes,
there?
yes.
All right. All right, I didn't see did you file the proof of the completion of the class?
I do have the certificate. I didn't know where
You can,
where I needed
if
to
you
send
have
that.
the ability to scan it and email it to us, that would be great. Or you
Okay.
can make a copy and mail it to us, so long as we get it, or if you're in the area, you can drop it by my clerk's window.
Okay. I can email it today if that would be okay. I can
Sure.
email them the certificate.
Yeah, so you'll get an email from my clerk. It looks like you need more time for Mark to get the community service done as well, is that correct?
Correct.
So I'll grant an extension for 30 days to Mark as well, okay?
Okay.
So my clerks will send you that email, and then just respond to them and attach the certificate.
The
okay?
certificate. Okay.
Okay, is there anything else I need to address on either one of these two?
No.
All right, then you can go ahead and leave the meeting and keep an eye out for that email.
All right. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Uh-huh. Okay, Luis, it looks like Ronquillo. If you would come to station 1, please. I'm not going to be able to use his handwriting. No, he's not even on the docket. Oh, there he is. That's a 9. That's a 4. Okay. Give me just a minute. I'm pulling up your file. He writes so small I can't read it. All right, I have a document that indicates that if you plead guilty to the added reduced charge of improper lane use, that's a 3-point violation, the city attorney will dismiss the original speeding charge from August 11th of 2021 at about 1:13 in the afternoon in the area of 113th and Highway 2 here in Commerce City. Is this how you wish to resolve your case today? All right, did you watch the advisement of rights video? Do you understand that if I accept your guilty plea to this reduced charge, you're waiving all of those trial and appeal-related rights that you were advised of in that video? Has anyone forced you or coerced you to get you to plead guilty to this reduced charge against your will? Has anyone made any promise to you to get you to enter this guilty plea? Are you currently under the influence of any drugs, alcohol, or medications that affect your ability to understand what you're doing in court today? Let's assume this is here. Then to the added reduced charge of improper lane use, a 3-point violation on August 11th of 2021 here in Commerce City. How do you plead, guilty or not guilty? I'll accept your guilty plea. Is there anything you want me to take into consideration before I impose the sentence against you? All right, there's nothing in aggravation on your driving record. Your schedule fine's $120. I can reduce your fine to $80, plus surcharges, plus court costs. When you go to the windows in the lobby to see my clerks, they will tell you the total. If you need them to, they'll work out a payment plan for you. Do you have any questions? All right, go ahead and go to the windows, see my clerk. Do you have a question for me?
I was looking in your office for calendars. Is the only one that you use is that 3-month at a glance one that's on your wall? Okay.
I used this one in here. In fact, the one that's the 3 months on the wall, that's not like an essential anymore. Yeah, I pretty much use the one like this that's sitting right in front of me.
Good.
So that's a cost savings, right?
Even better. Yep, I'm telling everyone. We all got our calendars last year, and I told them I opened mine, and I haven't written one thing in it all year.
Okay. All right, Zoe Chobin, with you, attend your device, please.
Hello.
All right, good afternoon. I need you to get comfortable and sit down. In other words, don't be moving around. Thank you. All right, I have a document that alleges that on August 6th of 2021, shortly before midnight, in the area of Chambers Road and Heartland Drive, it's alleged that you failed to stop at a stop sign. That's a 4-point violation. Do you understand what it is you're accused of doing?
Yes.
Okay. And do you have a video capability?
Yeah, 1 second.
Okay, I guess it wasn't you that was moving before, it was somebody else. I just realized it. All right. The city attorney says that you want to set this case over to give you a chance to consider the options available to you on this case. Is that correct?
Yeah.
All right. Did you watch the advisement of rights video?
Yes.
All right. What we're going to do is we're going to set your case for a pretrial conference in about 30 days. My clerks will reach out to you send you a reminder notice of the new court date and time. If you wish to get copies of the police officer's notes or reports, ask my clerks by email, and they'll provide those to you free of charge. That way you have them to look at them to help you make your decision on how you want to proceed. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, so you can go ahead and leave the meeting. Just keep an eye out for that email from my clerk, who will, give you the new court date and time. All right?
Okay. Thank you.
Uh-huh. All right, Nelson Robles, if you would unmute your device, please. Nelson Robles?
Hello?
Good afternoon. All right, let's see what we've got here. All right, first there's a request to set aside the default that entered when you failed to appear on September 2nd of 2021. I'm going to go ahead and grant that request to set aside the default.
Appreciate it, Your Honor.
All right, the second document I have says that if you plead guilty to the amended charge of speeding to 64 in a 45-mile-per-hour zone, a 4-point violation, the city attorney will dismiss the original speeding charge and the no proof of insurance charge that were filed against you. So you'd be pleading guilty to one charge of speeding 64 and 45, a 4-point violation, on July 24th of 2021 at 9:19 in the morning in the area of 108th and Highway 2 here in Commerce City. Is this how you wish to resolve your case today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you watch the advisement of rights video?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that if I accept your guilty plea to this reduced charge, you're waiving all of those trial and appeal-related rights?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced you or coerced you to get you to plead guilty to this reduced charge against your will?
No.
Has anyone made any promise to you to get you to enter this guilty plea?
No.
Are you currently under the influence of any drugs, alcohol, or medications that affect your ability to understand what you're doing in court today?
No.
Then to the added reduced charge of speeding 64 in a 45 zone on July 24th of 2021 here in Commerce City, how do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'll accept your guilty plea. Anything you want to tell me that I should consider before I impose the sentence against you?
No, Your Honor. It was just a big. I take accountability for the offense, and I'll be more careful when I am back in the area.
All right, that sounds good. Your scheduled fine in this case is $120. I'm going to reduce your fine to $80 plus surcharges plus court costs. When you leave the meeting, my clerks will reach out to you either today or tomorrow. They'll tell you what the total is, and if you need them to, they'll work out payment arrangements for you. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
All right, you have a good afternoon. You can go ahead and leave the meeting.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Catherine Pulling, if you would unmute your device, please.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Okay, let's see what we've got here. All right, I have a document that indicates that if you plead guilty to the added reduced charge of driving a vehicle with a defective headlight, this is a 1-point violation, the city attorney will dismiss the failure to yield charge against you. This happened on July 29th of 2021 at about 4:30 in the afternoon in the area of 104th and Tower Road here in Commerce City. Is this how you wish to resolve your case today, by pleading guilty to this reduced charge?
Yes, sir.
Did you watch the advisement of rights video?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that if I accept your guilty plea to this reduced charge, you are waiving all of those trial and appeal-related rights that I advised you of in that video?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced you or coerced you to get you to plead guilty to this reduced charge against your will?
No, sir.
Has anyone made any promise to you to get you to enter this guilty plea?
No, sir.
Are you currently under the influence of any drugs, alcohol, or medications that affect your ability to understand what you're doing in court today?
No, sir.
Then to the added reduced charge of driving a vehicle with a defective headlight, a 1-point violation on July 29th of 2021 here in Commerce City, how do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'll accept your guilty plea. Is there anything you want me to take into consideration before I impose the sentence against you?
No, sir.
All right, let me take a look at the accident report. Okay, no one, oh yeah, there was a minor injury. How long have you been driving in Colorado?
almost 5 years, I want to say.
This looks like it's your first ticket in that time.
It's my first ticket ever, even in different states.
All right. So basically, the only aggravating factor is the collision itself. All right, your scheduled fine in this case is $160. I have to give you an aggravated fine because of the collision itself, but I'm going to go ahead and lower it down to $100 plus surcharges plus court costs because of your good record. All right, when you leave the meeting, my clerks are going to send you an email either later today or tomorrow. They're going to tell you what the total is. If you need them to, they'll work out a payment plan for you. They'll explain the payment arrangements in the email. Do you have any questions?
No, I do not. Thank you.
Okay, so you can go ahead and leave the meeting and just watch out for that email from me.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Close. There we go. All right, Leon Patton, if you would unmute your device. Okay, Leon, you need to get to wherever your parent is.
Hi, I'm sorry, I'm at work.
Okay, that's fine. All right, let's see what we've got here. All right, City Attorney says that you successfully completed the diversion in this case, so I'm going to go ahead and dismiss this trespass charge against you. Because you were a juvenile on the commission of this date, you were a juvenile on the date of the commission of this offense. Now that I'm dismissing the case, I'm also going to expunge it from your record, okay?
Okay.
When you leave the meeting, my clerk's going to send you a copy of the order of dismissal, and that'll close this case. Do you have any questions?
No, thank you.
Do you have any
Have them
questions?
send it to your email. Can they send that to my email?
Give me the email address and I'll have it sent there.
Okay, it's Misha, that's M like Mary, ISHA, Horton, that's H as in Henry, ORT as in Tom, ON, @hotmail.com. So that's my first and last name. It should read Misha Horton @hotmail.com.
Okay, I'll make sure that they send a copy of the order of dismissal to that address.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right, you guys can go ahead and sign off the meeting. Have a good afternoon.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Lisa Torres, if you would unmute your device. Good afternoon, Ms. Torres.
Hi. Good afternoon.
I have a document that indicates that if you plead guilty to the added reduced charge of driving a defective vehicle, a 2-point violation, the city attorney will dismiss the original stop sign charge against you from August 3rd of 2021 at about 2:30 in the afternoon in the area of 80th and Rosemary Street here in Commerce City. Is this how you wish to resolve your case today?
Yes, sir.
Did you watch the advisement of rights video?
Yes.
Do you understand that if I accept your guilty plea to this reduced charge, you're waiving all of those trial and appeal-related rights that you were advised of in that video?
Yes, I do.
Has anyone forced you or coerced you to get you to plead guilty to this reduced charge against your will?
No.
Has anyone made any promise to you to get you to enter this guilty plea?
No, sir.
Are you currently under the influence of any drugs, alcohol, or medications that affect your ability
No.
to understand what you're doing in court today?
No.
Then to the added reduced charge of driving a defective vehicle, a 2-point violation on August 3rd of 2021 here in Commerce City, how do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
I plead guilty.
I'll accept your guilty plea. Is there anything you want me to take into consideration before I impose the sentence against you?
I am sorry for what I did. I basically yielded instead of stopping at the stop sign, and I am sorry about it.
Okay, was the police officer sitting on Highway 2 right around the corner? Is that where he pulled you?
Yeah, he was on Highway 2 going towards like 104th.
Oh, okay. Normally they just sit, you know, as you make the right turn from 80th across the railroad tracks and come down Highway 2. They're usually right there so that they can see the sign. And you'd be amazed at how many people just go rolling through there without even thinking about stopping. And then, of
Yeah,
course,
I
we have accidents.
don't know why I did it either. I must have been in a hurry or what it was, but yeah, he was going towards 104th when he saw me do that.
I'm surprised. It's usually they patrol that sign quite a bit because of the accidents we get there. All right, well, the good news is no accident in your case. There's nothing in aggravation on your record. You have an excellent driving record. So your scheduled fine's $80. Because of your excellent record, I'm reducing your fine to $30 plus surcharges plus court costs. Just keep in mind, complete stop at that stop sign before you pull through, okay?
Oh, I make sure I do now.
Okay. Do you have any
Okay.
questions?
No.
Right, my clerks will reach out to you by email either today or tomorrow. They'll include in that what the total is and payment arrangements, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
That leaves the meeting.
You have a great day.
You too. All right, Tavari Vaughn, if you would unmute your device.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Do you have your camera?
Yeah.
Okay, good. And do you have your parent with you?
Yeah, but she's using the bathroom.
Okay, well, do me a favor. Find a place where you can sit down so that I can get a better view of you on the camera and so that you're not moving. And then, as soon as she comes out, I'll call your case up. We can just stay right there. How's your afternoon going?
Good, and you?
Not too bad. Okay, I show that you did the community service in the class, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, do you know if your mom's going to be very long?
I don't know. I could try to knock right fast.
No, don't bother. I'm still looking at your paperwork. Did you file the proof of the completion of the class? I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
I did.
I don't know, maybe I'm missing something. It's 6036. Can you go in there and see if you can see it? And where it is? 6036. Tavari Vaughn. I see the community service stuff. I don't see the class stuff.
I'm probably gonna have to resend it.
Did you just send it today?
Yeah, I sent it today. When I was in the break room, the guy said he got it. He got the email.
I don't even see the email. Do you know what email you sent it to?
I could check right fast.
Go ahead and check.
Oh, I actually sent it to like the court, the clerk.
Yeah, can you read the email, the address that you sent it to?
Yeah, hold on. It says, oh, it was a whole different one. Here, I have this one though. Hold on, I'm gonna send it right quick. I just sent it in again.
Yeah, but tell me the email address you sent it to.
Oh, it was to the Commerce City clerk, but it doesn't have a full email. I just clicked on it and thought I could just send it to him or to the court thing. And it would just go there anyway.
You're not getting it? Okay. Does it say Commerce City Clerk or does it say Commerce City Court?
It says Commerce City clerk.
I don't think that's the right email.
I'll call you back. I'm talking to this judge.
Okay. Hey,
I'll
let me
call you
give
back.
a new
I'll call you
email
back.
address to send it to.
Okay.
Okay. My clerk's about to send you an email. So as soon as you get that email, just reply to it and send that attachment to it.
Okay, hold
Hold on.
Is this it? The one that says Elma, if I'm
Yeah,
correct?
go ahead and send it to that. That's in my courtroom. She's my clerk sitting right next to me.
Okay. Okay, did she get the email?
Give it a second. It's not that fast. Did you send you what? She said that you sent her a link, not the actual certificate.
That's the certificate right there. It's the link.
Can you open the link?
What happened?
I sent them the link and it's the certificate.
Is he on the phone?
Mhm.
How you doing?
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, yeah, it's not the certificate itself. Try forwarding the certificate again. To that
Okay,
email.
hold on.
Huh?
But they received it on the other part of the.
I don't know how I'm gonna afford this. Do you just need like the certificate fully?
Yeah, just the full certificate. And
Oh.
we already have the community service proof. Yeah,
Okay, hold on.
it looks like you got it. Yeah, that was done the last time. On August 6th. So, yeah, the only thing I'm waiting for is a proof of completion of the class. Brian, Mr. Vaughn says that you were able to receive the proof that he did the class, the diversion class? Right, but that we didn't get it. So you didn't actually see the certificate?
Yeah, I just resent it. Okay, that works.
Right. That's what I'm asking. So you didn't actually get an email and open it up and look at the, okay. Yeah, Mr. Vaughn, he hadn't gotten in. So the email to
Oh.
Elma that you just saw, that's the place you need to send it to.
Okay. Trying to send it right now. When you click the link, does it not open to the certificate?
She's saying no.
That's weird because when I click it, it opens it and it shows me the certificate.
Yeah, I'm watching a certificate over here too.
Elma, forward his email to me.
Huh?
I'm asking my clerk to send it directly to me. So I'll see what I can get out of it.
Because they said they seen it over there too on that side.
No, they don't. That's why we make it your responsibility to get it to us.
So what do we need to come and do?
Okay, hold a sec. We're trying to get it all done electronically here. What'd you say, Elma?
Can you turn your phone up?
It's not.
Okay, so you got it now? All right, okay, we got it now, so you're good.
Okay.
All right, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and enter the order of dismissal. Because of your age on the date of the commission of this offense, I'm going to go ahead and expunge both charges from your record, okay? Is your mind, I can kind of just see part of you. All right, okay, so I'm going to have my clerk send you the email copy of the order of dismissal. You don't have to do anything else. I'll automatically expunge it from his record. But, you know, tomorrow you can't be getting into this kind of trouble again in the future, because this is
Yes.
a one-time deal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
I don't want to see you back in my court for this type of case again, all right?
Okay.
Okay, the two of you can go ahead and leave the meeting then. We'll take care of it from our end.
Okay. Have a good day.
Thank you.
You too. Okay, Crystal Tower, if you would unmute your device.
Yeah.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I have a document that indicates that if you plead guilty to the added reduced charge of driving a defective vehicle, the city attorney will dismiss the original careless driving charge. The defective vehicle is a 2-point violation. He'll dismiss the careless driving charge from August 10th of 2021 at 6:47 in the morning in the area of, it says 56 Vasquez Boulevard. I think that address is wrong. Hold on a sec. Well, 56th Avenue and Vasquez Boulevard. Okay, now I see how you did. You just didn't put the TH on it. All right. Is this how you wish to resolve your case today, by pleading guilty to this reduced charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you watch the advisement of rights video?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that if I accept your guilty plea to this reduced charge, you're waiving all of those trial and appeal-related rights that you were advised of in that video?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced you or coerced you to get you to plead guilty to this reduced charge against your will?
No, sir.
Has anyone made any promise to you to get you to enter this guilty plea?
No, sir.
Are you currently under the influence of any drugs, alcohol, or medications that affect your ability to understand what you're doing in court today?
No, sir.
Then to the added reduced charge of driving a defective vehicle, a 2-point violation on August 10th of 2021 here in Commerce City, how do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, sir.
I'll accept your guilty plea. Is there anything you want me to take into consideration before I impose the sentence against you?
No, sir.
Okay, a couple of things. First, your driving record shows a ticket from November of 2020 in Adams County. Is that entry correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, let me look at the accident report. And it looks like you are the person that was injured. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
All right, give me just a moment. Oh, I've seen this one way too many times. You came off I-270 and tried to make the left to go eastbound on 56th Avenue. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, eventually they're going to redesign that so people can't try to make that 4-lane crossing.
Yeah, I don't even drive that way. I've been driving that way to work for 4 years. And since the accident, I don't even drive that way.
Yeah, we have so many accidents right at that intersection because it's so crowded right there. All right, your scheduled fine in this case is not a good number. All right, so let's see. That's 2. Yeah, your scheduled fine's $320 because of the accident and the moving violation within the air. I'm going to reduce your fine. The best I can bring it down to is $260 plus surcharges and court costs. So when you leave the meeting, my clerks are going to tell you the total. If you need them to, they'll work out a payment plan for you. You'll get the email either later today or sometime tomorrow. Do you have any questions?
I do not, Your Honor.
All right. Well, keep an eye out for that email. You can go ahead and leave the meeting, okay?
Okay, thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm. All right, India Book Seals, if you would unmute your device, please. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
All right, I have a document that alleges that on August 11th of 2021 at 8:22 in the morning in the area of 109th and Potomac Street here in Commerce City, it's alleged that you were driving 48 miles per hour in a 35 mile per hour zone. Indo Book, do you understand what it is you're accused of doing?
Yes, sir.
All right, the city attorney indicates that you and he have worked out an agreement that we're going to set this for a new court date. Between now and the next court date, if you do the Alive at 25 class and 8 hours of community service and commit no new law violations, at the next hearing, if everything is in order, he's going to dismiss this case completely. Is this how you wish to resolve your case?
Yes, sir.
Okay, are you her mother?
I am.
Do you understand the original charge filed against your daughter?
I do.
And do you understand what the city attorney is offering your daughter in an effort to resolve this case?
I do.
And do you agree that your daughter is acting in her best interest by accepting this possible disposition to her case?
I do.
All right, thank you. Just a moment.
What happened?
And did you all watch the advisement of rights video?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we did.
I heard you.
There we go. Okay, sorry.
Okay. All right. My clerks are going to send you an email giving you the next court date. It's going to be about 6 weeks out. That way you all have plenty of time to get everything done. It's important that you contact the people who do the Alive at 25 class because that class is getting booked up really, really fast. So contact them, tomorrow, Monday at the latest. Get her signed up for the class. Make sure you get the class done by the next court date. It's going to be your responsibility to make sure the court receives that certificate of completion on or before the next court date. My clerks are also going to send you the community service form. The community service can be done anywhere. It does not have to be done in Commerce City. The only requirement that I make is that the place that she does the community service must be a legitimate nonprofit agency. If you all attend a church, do it at your church. If she goes to school, do it at her school. Food bank, Meals on Wheels, you know, if you like animals, the wildlife center or an animal shelter. I don't care where it's done. My suggestion is find a place that you're already interested in, India Brook. Is it India Book?
It's India Brook.
It's Brooke.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I spelled it with an R in my head, and then I just looked at it. And
Yes.
Right. India Brook, find a place that interests you. That way it's less like punishment. Find a place that you want to volunteer at. Just make sure it's a legitimate nonprofit. Do the work, have them fill out the form, and get that turned into us by the next court date. And then obviously don't pick up any new violations. If everything's in order when you guys come back, I'll dismiss this case and nothing will show up on her driving record.
Okay, thank you.
Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Do you have any questions, ma'am?
No.
Okay, then you guys can go ahead and leave the meeting. Just keep an eye out for that email later today or tomorrow, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
I wish they would scan the driver licenses instead of typing stuff in. I show one more person on Zoom. And the trial is FTA'd, right? I saw Keatle in here earlier on his crutches, so he's around. To let you know that he was here? Mm-hmm. This thing's already been set over a few times. Yeah. The defendant moved to continue once, and Mr. Golland moved to continue. And he was here the last time. Mr. Cunningham, I'm just waiting for your paperwork. It'll be just a few minutes.
Yes, Your Honor, no worries.
I'm sorry? Oh, he hasn't spoken to Brian yet? Okay. Yeah, I don't FTA them till after 3. Brian just brought that up. All right, Mr. Pacheco, if you could hold on for a minute and put your device on mute. We're trying to find some paperwork related to your case. As soon as I get that, I'll call your case.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right, Timothy Cunningham, if you would unmute your device.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, let's see what we've got here. All right, Mr. Cunningham, I have a document that indicates that if you plead guilty to the added reduced charge of driving a defective vehicle, a 2-point violation, the city attorney will dismiss the original careless charge from August 11th of 2021 at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon in the area of 3800 block of I-270 here in Commerce City. Is this how you wish to resolve your case today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you watch the advisement of rights video?
I did, Your Honor.
Do you understand that if I accept your guilty plea to this reduced charge, you're waiving all of those trial and appeal-related rights that I advised you of in that video?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anyone forced you or coerced you to get you to plead guilty to this reduced charge against your will?
No, Your Honor.
Has anyone made any promise to you to get you to enter this guilty plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you currently under the influence of any drugs, alcohol, or medications that affect your ability to understand what you're doing in court today?
No, Your Honor.
Then to the added reduced charge of driving a defective vehicle, a 2-point violation on August 11th of 2021 here in Commerce City. How do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, Your Honor.
I'll accept your guilty plea. Is there anything you want me to take into consideration before I impose the sentence against you?
You know, not really, Your Honor. You know, I had some stuff fly up underneath my feet and I was reaching down trying to get it and I didn't maintain my lane. So, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, I mean, I don't know if you listened to the radio this morning, but we had another pretty good sized pile up on I-270 again this morning. It seems like pretty much every day we're getting accidents on I-270. That's a place that when you're on, you've got one goal. That's get across it safely. Put everything else out of the way, out of mind, and just worry about getting across I-270 safely.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm just recently moved here from Oklahoma in November and I'm still really getting used to the way everyone drives and all that good stuff. It's getting better though.
Yeah, I can just tell you I-270, generally speaking, is one of the most dangerous roadways in the North Metro area. All right, nobody got hurt. That's a good thing. Your scheduled fine in this case is $160. I'm going to go ahead and reduce your fine to $100 plus surcharges plus court costs. When you leave the meeting, my clerks are going to send you an email. In that email, they'll tell you what the total is of the fine, surcharges, and court costs. They'll also explain how to make a payment. And if you need them to make a payment plan for you, they can do that as well. Do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, you can go ahead and leave the meeting then.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Pacheco, if you would go ahead and unmute your device.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
All right, good afternoon. All right, this is all right, Mr. Pacheco, I have two cases for you.
Yes, sir.
All right, the older case, in case number CM301610, back on March 4th of 2021, you pled guilty to a theft charge. I waived all fines and costs. I'd found you indigent at that time. I imposed and suspended all of a 45-day jail sentence on the conditions that you complete 24 hours of use of public service at any nonprofit agency of your choice. You were to have no contact with Claudia Franco Regaldo, and you were to commit no new law violations for a period of 1 year. You failed to submit proof of completion of the community service. I issued a warrant for your arrest. Then I created an extension for some reason. Okay, thank you. My clerk tells me that you sent an email, so I granted an extension. Then you failed to comply with that, so I issued a warrant for your arrest on that case. This is case number CM301610. What I'm going to do on that case is I'll cancel the warrant.
Okay.
I'm going to set it for a sentence review. You're going to need to appear in person on this case.
Okay, if I just do, see, the issue with that was I just got on the DUI in September and I could have sworn you told me 100 hours of community service and I was overwhelmed with everything that I had to do. So I like put it off, you know, and then when I was like, okay, well, I better get my butt rolling, I contacted the ARC thrift store and they had me get a email sent from you guys so I could show them how many hours I had to do. And it said 24. And I was like, oh my gosh, dude, I could have sworn you had told me 100 hours, Your Honor. I don't know where I got that from. Apparently that wasn't the case. But if I do the 24 hours before the court appearance, that'll be feasible, right? That'll work?
Yes. In fact, I'm ordering you to do it before the sentence review date.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
Give me just a second. Okay, you're also gonna now owe a warrant fee of $50 on this case. I vacated the earlier ones,
Okay.
okay? We won't deal with
I
that
won't be able
today.
to pay that till the first is the issue with that one.
Yeah, well, we're gonna deal with that in 30 days in October when you owe the community service. So that
Okay.
takes care of that case. Okay, now here's the real problem that you have. The second case I have is case number CM 303212. This one alleges that on May 26th of 2021, at about 4:15 in the afternoon, in the area of 5720 East 63rd Avenue, unit number 40, here in Commerce City, it's alleged that you committed the offense of assault. Do you understand what you're accused of doing in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Did you watch the advisement of rights video?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. On this one, the ticket, you were supposed to have appeared on July 22nd. When you failed to appear, I issued a warrant for your arrest. I'm going to cancel that warrant. Are your financial circumstances substantially the same now as they were in March?
They're the exact same, Your Honor.
All right. So I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you, set this case for a pretrial conference, cancel the warrant, and I'll set that on the same date as the sentence review on the other case. Because if you're found guilty or plead guilty on this case, you're looking at a 45-day jail sentence. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So give me just a moment.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So I'm going to set case number 303212 along with case number 301610. This one's going to be set for pretrial conference. I'm appointing an attorney to represent you in this case. I've canceled the warrant in both cases.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Give me just a second. I'm actually going to give you the court date and time. It'll be
Yes,
followed
sir.
up with my clerks by an email.
Okay.
Okay, I need a pretrial date. I'm thinking either October 3rd or October 21st. I'm appointing Starkovich. Please. And I don't know if I've ever asked you this, Mr. Pacheco, but are you currently a member of or a veteran of the United States Armed Forces?
No, Your Honor.
Okay.
I tried joining the Army years ago, but due to the fact that I used to be a cutter, they thought that I was going to harm our own people, which was not the case at all, but, you know, that's how they took it.
Okay. Well, I have to ask that question now for no apparent reason other than the state legislature requires us to ask the question.
Okay.
I'm looking at the 7th or the 21st, if those work for him. The 7th or the 21st, those are ordinance days. He can, yeah. All right, so we're gonna schedule your case, Mr. Pacheco, for October 21st. That's a Thursday at 1:15. Your community service is gonna be due on or before that date, and you need to appear in person on that date. We're gonna have Mr. Starkovich represent you on this case as well, okay?
Oh, okay. Hey, thank you very much, Your Honor. I really appreciate your help.
All right. Make sure you stay out of trouble between now and then. I don't want to have to deal with another case, all right?
Yes, sir. I'm keeping my nose clean.
All right. So we'll send you an email reminder either today or tomorrow of the new court date and time, along with the new community service form.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Have a great afternoon. God bless you.
Thank you. All right. You can go ahead and leave the meeting.
Okay.
Is that everybody on Zoom? Okay. And the trial FTA. Brian, if Officer Beadle is still hanging around, you can go ahead and release him. All right. All right, on the record regarding EM 6141, Hector Venegas. Mr. Venegas, are you there?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Okay, do you have camera capability?
Yes, sir.
You want to go ahead and turn that on for me? All right, I have a document that's all right. I have a document that indicates this says you've got blonde hair and brown eyes. Mr. Venegas,
Yes, sir.
just looking at you, I don't see how you would ever have had blonde hair.
Long hair?
Blonde.
No, what, sorry?
Have you ever been a blonde?
No, sir.
I don't think so. All right, let's just give me the street address. Just give me the street that you live on.
That I live on?
Uh-huh.
Yes, sir. It's 507 Zonte Way.
That's not consistent either. You're Hector Venegas?
Yes, sir. May 15, 1996.
Yep. I have you on Carroll Court.
Oh, that's my previous address. That's my parents' address. I just bought a home and moved.
Okay. And you haven't updated your driver's license?
Yes, sir. I did with the DMV, and I got a little sticker that I put on my ID.
Do you have your driver's license on you right now?
Yes, sir. Let me get that for you.
It's, oh, you don't have to show it to me. Just pick it up. Okay. Take a look at your driver's license. It should have height, weight, hair color, and eye color.
Yes, sir.
What does it show for your height?
Height 5'9",
Weight,
170.
hair color?
A BLK, black.
Yeah, see, mine's showing BLN, which means blonde. Eyes brown?
Eyes brown, yes, BRO.
I wonder if he didn't scan it and instead typed it in. All right, I'm satisfied that you are who you say you are, although according to this you have blonde hair. All right, you're
Is that how it is? Do I need to go through the DMV to fix that, or is that?
No, I think the police officer entered it by hand and made a mistake.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. I have a document that indicates that if you plead guilty to the added reduced charge of driving a defective vehicle, a 2-point violation, the city attorney will dismiss the original careless driving charge from August 5th of 2021, shortly before 7 o'clock in the morning, in the area of the 103rd and I-76 here in Commerce City. Is this how you wish to resolve your case today?
Yes, sir.
Did you watch the advisement of rights video?
The video on the webpage?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you understand that if I accept your guilty plea to this reduced charge, you're waiving all of those trial and appeal-related rights that I advised you of in the video? Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced you or coerced you to get you to plead guilty to this reduced charge against your will?
No, sir.
Has anyone made any promise to you to get you to enter this guilty plea?
No, sir.
Are you currently under the influence of any drugs, alcohol, or medications that affect your ability to understand what you're doing in court today?
No, sir.
Then to the added reduced charge of driving a defective vehicle, a 2-point violation on August 5th of 2021 here in Commerce City. How do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, sir.
I'll accept your guilty plea. Anything you want to tell me that I should take into consideration before I impose the sentence against you?
No, sir.
Do you know what caused you to lose control like that?
So after the accident, my mind was kind of all over the place, but luckily a few people pulled aside and they saw what happened, and there was another reckless driver, and I even have a video of a person that pulled over and they almost hit him, so he started recording, and you can't see my truck, but they say that he's the one that bumped into me in the back, causing my pickup truck to start losing control.
And nobody told the police officer about that?
Well, we tried telling the police officer, but the police officer said since the video doesn't show my truck, that he can't take that. But I talked to the insurance, and the insurance, they did their investigation and they were able to, they took that. So, but just the police officer at that time says that he can't really do anything with that. So that's why he wrote me the ticket.
All right. Well, there's nothing in
And I still have the contact information of the gentleman that pulled over and stuff, and I have the video saved, and I have all that on saved still. So I don't know if that's of any use.
Well, it's not of use to me now since you're pleading guilty to this reduced charge. That might have been something that you would have been able to show the prosecutor so that he could take it into consideration when making a plea bargain offer.
Okay. The only reason I bring it up was because the police officer told me that it wasn't going to be useful. So that's why.
Yeah, and I don't have an answer. Without seeing it, I can't answer if it's something that could be useful or not. I mean, for my purposes, all I'm showing is a one-vehicle rollover accident with only you involved. The good news is nobody else was involved. Your schedule fine in this case is $240. There's nothing in aggravation on your driving record. I'll reduce your fine to $180 plus surcharges and court costs. If you want me to reconsider the fine, you're going to have to find a way to download that video, provide it to my prosecutor, and then see if he will take it into consideration and reopen the case.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
When you leave the meeting, my clerks are going to email you with the fines and court costs and make payment arrangements if you need it. I'll make a note on your file that you have a video that may affect the plea bargain and the fine, but I won't address it unless it comes back to me either on a motion by you or a motion by the prosecutor. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Do you have any questions?
No, sir. So that was the 140 plus.
No, it's 180.
Or 180.
Charges
Sorry.
and court costs.
Plus 4.
Okay?
And they're gonna. I'm gonna receive an email with all this and.
Yep.
Okay.
And then when you respond to the email, ask them how you can get information to the city prosecutor, and they'll provide you his email link. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Good luck. You can go ahead and
Okay. Thank you, sir.